Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about Elf. And this movie came out in 2003, and it's directed by Jon Favreau, the same director who later went on to direct Zathura, Iron Man 1 and 2. Then he did The Jungle Book and the live action remake of The Lion King as well. And I don't hate Jon Favreau. His movies are decent, or at least the ones that I like. He also did Cowboys and Aliens, but he does have some good movies under his belt that I enjoyed. But I can't say that I've really loved any of them. Like, I used to like some of his movies a lot, but as I got older, I just found movies that I like a lot more. Not to say that I didn't enjoy this movie at all, but still, there's just better movies that I have to choose from, and this one was one of his better movies at the very least. And I don't even think it's a great movie like many people consider it to be. The humor worked well for me overall. I found it to be kind of funny. I wasn't like laughing out loud in any particular moment. I was like, okay, that's kind of funny. Or I was just consistently entertained, and the movie didn't really waste my time as far as pacing goes. It felt like an appropriate length for what it needed to be. A 90-minute comedy that knew what it was and just went with it. And it has some memorable moments in there, some fun side characters that I did like. Overall, it's just a fun, enjoyable movie that I understand why people love. And some people would go as far to say it's a classic, and I can definitely see that for sure. And when Buddy the Alpha goes to Manhattan in this movie, when the plot officially starts, I was kind of thinking that this whole movie just feels like a gigantic SNL skit, but done well. And if that's the kind of thing that you like, then I think you'll enjoy the movie. I was thinking of SNL a lot of the time, like the good parts of SNL that I like. And I did like the animation portions towards the beginning. I thought that was kind of fun. And I enjoyed the tone of the movie. That's something that kept me going. But to get into my criticisms with this movie, the main theme I feel as though wasn't anything particularly special. It was starting to get a little bit overused, but it wasn't at many points in the film, and it was used less often than I was afraid it was going to be, so I forgave it. But despite that, I do feel as though the music didn't really do much for my own personal experience. I know some people are probably going to disagree with me on this one, but I didn't really care for the romance all too much. It just felt like it was there and it didn't really serve that much of a purpose. It just felt like it was there to fill up some time. And I get what it serves in the story. That much makes sense to me, although I do wish that it was a little bit more subtle with certain things, like characters didn't need to explain what they were thinking out loud necessarily. But that's just a little thing, but it doesn't really change the fact that the romance didn't really connect with me all too much, and the visual effects in this movie did not hold up at all. I found them to be kind of laughable at times. The child performances were kind of weak in my opinion. I didn't really believe any of them, and also one thing that really dragged this movie down is that I wasn't really attached to anything. I was entertained at the very least, but it didn't necessarily mean that I was attached to any particular character or story beat. I was like, okay, I'm enjoying where this is going, but I don't really care all that much. But one thing that was kind of funny to me just to think about after watching so many movies now is that when a certain scene was happening with Buddy the Elf, I was thinking just how it would be done in a Wes Anderson movie with his style of writing, and I was just imagining, oh, this would be pretty great. And that's about all I have to say about Elf. You might have expected me to say one gigantic thing that was like really ruining this movie, but there isn't really that big thing that ruined this movie. I thought the acting from the adults was great. I thought Will Ferrell did a great job in this movie. And I didn't mind Zoe Deschanel in this movie too much, and James Caan, he did great as well, and it has a good cast overall that added a lot to this movie, I feel. So check this movie out. It's worth watching. It's not a movie that I personally love, but I remember seeing it many times as a kid, and I still like it, and I would recommend it. So with all that being said, I'm going to give Elf a 6 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos. As always, if you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below what you thought of Elf, and my social media links, it will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see you when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for Solaris. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching, and have a great day.